Yes, everybody, Russ and the West Ham Network. Hope you're safe and well. Happy afternoon. Happy Monday afternoon, West Ham fans. We did my sort of play review, roundup, frustration, VAR discussions at lunchtime today. Later on tonight, at about 6 o'clock, we've got the Academy show. Great Academy show. Loads of positivity coming out of the Academy this week. You know, the likes of George Earthy getting his West Ham his first team debut. That had a real impact on the Academy. A couple of wins against Brighton, top of tables of respective divisions, and a good sort of run out for a lot of the loan signings as well. Not all of them, but for some of them. And we'll be covering some more of the loans today in terms of the first teamers in Hammers Headlines Association with the KUMB.com boys. Lots of stories to talk about. Let's start with internationals, shall we? We are now in the midst of the international break. If I can press the right button, there we go, of the international break. And we have got several players, first teamers, in going to be in international duty. We're covering the Academy as well. At the Academy shows a few players, the likes of Divine and Barmer, Lewis Orford, Finney Herrick. They've all been called up to England, representatives in various age groups. So we'll talk about that at the Academy show. But a little bit of a roundup in terms of what's happening. Alphonse Areola has been called back up to the French squad for their matches against Germany and Chile. Obviously, he's been playing phenomenal for the first team. And having made his debut in 2018, 6 years ago, he's only had 5 caps in 6 years. How mental is that? But hopefully he'll add to that. As I said, they play Germany on Saturday, and then they play Chile in Marseille the following Tuesday. So hopefully he'll get a few minutes there, and maybe he'll get a start and add to his 5 caps. That can't be right, surely. So at Jared Bowen, obviously Bowen's on fire, and we know what he's doing with Danny Dyer. But as they have twins, I don't need to explain what they've been doing. He's been called up, as we know, for the England squad for the international friendlies against Brazil and Belgium. He is now, where is he? When are the games on? He plays Lucas Paqueta's, potentially. They could be lining up against each other on the 23rd, which is the Saturday. They play Brazil at Wembley at 7 o'clock UK time. It could be Bowen versus Paqueta. And then they play Belgium on Tuesday as well. And obviously Lucas getting called up to the Brazilian squad. That was sort of broken about over a week ago, wasn't it, really? Which is fantastic news for him. Thomas Souček's been called up. Captain Souček, he's been called up to the Czech Republic squad for their games, their friendlies against Norway and Armenia. No place in the squad for Vladimir Sufal, interestingly enough. Not too sure what's happened there. Although, didn't he get... did he have a run-in recently? I've got a feeling he might have had a run-in with the coach. I've got a feeling. Very unlike Vladimir to have a go at someone. Let's talk about Mo. Mo's been called up for Ghana. They'll be playing Nigeria, who were the AFCON, one of the finalists in the tournament back in January, February time. They play them in Marrakesh, followed by playing Uganda on the 26th. Elsewhere, Alvarez and Mexico has been called up to the CONCACAF Nation League semi-finals against Panama on the 22nd, and as well as the third place, as well as the final or third place. So they'll be, obviously they get into the semi-finals and then they play one more based on whoever they get through, whether they win against Panama, which they should do really, but they might not necessarily do that. Elsewhere, we've got Antonio. Antonio's been called up to the Reggae Boys as they play the other side of the CONCACAF semi-final. So they play the USA on Tuesday. And then they will either, if they win, they will play obviously the winners of Alvarez's ones. They could be matching up against each other. Or if they both lose, they could be playing each other in the third place playoffs. What we got here? We got Naya Figueired's been called up to the Morocco squad. They play 2 friendlies against Angola and Mauritania. I butchered that completely. We've also got Dinos Konstantinios Mavropanos. He's been called up to Gus Poyet's side, who's now Gus Poyet. Yes, he is manager of Greece. They will play their playoff semi-final against Kazakhstan on Tuesday, and looking to get over that hurdle. The winner will then play either Georgia or Luxembourg to get a spot on in Germany for the Euros. So it'll be 2. So it'll be it can be 2 games if basically they get through. They beat Kazakhstan, which they should do. Then they'll play the Georgia or Luxembourg in the other semi-final. So lots of international duties to get people busy, keep them ticking over. Also, we've had some loans. We always do the loan sort of watch up and the loan sort of review. The academy ones get followed up in the academy show later on tonight. So Flynn Downs was played the full 90 minutes. Southampton beat Sunderland 4-2 to maintain their playoff hopes. Tilo Kehrer played left centre-back for Monaco. 90 minutes he played as they drew 2-2 with Lorient in League. Oh, it was a bit of a surprise because obviously Monaco are like 3rd in the league and Lorient were around sort of 16th, 15th, 16th. So a bit of an upset at home particularly. Saïd Benrahma was not in the matchday squad for Lyon. As they won 3-2 away from home to Toulouse. They didn't lose against Toulouse. Nathan Trott couldn't prevent his side losing 3-0 away to Michelin in the Danish Super League, unfortunately. Elsewhere, the West Ham women team, they lost. They were on the wrong side of 3-1 defeats to Liverpool on Sunday in the WSL. Liverpool managed by former West Ham women's manager Matt Beard. And actually, the home side took the lead before halftime when former West Ham forward Leanne Kearney slotted into an empty net. Not a great result for the West Ham women's side. They welcome back Shlena Zadorsky into the starting lineup, coming back from CONCACAF's Gold Cup for the last few weeks, but it didn't make much difference, unfortunately. A few chances to West Ham, but really Liverpool pretty much in control for most of that game, to be fair. Next up for them, I believe, next up for the West Ham women, looks like, that particularly at home, is the 31st of March. They play Brighton at the Chigwell Construction Centre. £13 for adults, £5 for kids in the Women's Super League. And obviously, we'll talk about all the academy. Great week for the academy on and off the pitch as well. We'll talk about that at the Academy show later on tonight. And that is it, my friends. Thank you very, very much for your time. If you're new and don't forget to like, comment, share, all that good stuff. But also go and check out these at mamabrown.com. Fantastic for your news, reviews, opinions. Always my go-to site for any sort of any news or also any chit chat as well from all over the world. And you'll see that we're putting a lot more international stuff on the channel. We put some stuff inside the Dubai Hammer Supporters Club. What's it like inside there? They do a cracking job, Dave and the team over there in Dubai. And so he did a little tour for us of what it's like in Nelson's in Media Centre in Dubai. So we'll be doing more and more of that coming through and getting more and more match reports from people all over the world, not just outside the ground, not just me running about like an idiot, but all over the world. And that's it. Take care. Stay safe. Stay warm. Stay humble. Keep the faith, my friends. Come on, you bloody irons, and on it like Sonic.